Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to another episode of the Brewers Tavern, episode number 42. Charles, good to have you here. Hope you're fine today.
Good to be here. Last episode was a lot of fun. Fire versus ice, really neat. What do you have for me today?
Today I brought another Merfolk list, this time with Barge and Merfolk Assassins again, and some more stuff which I will talk about in the deck picture. So
That's
yeah,
that's good. That sounds classic, old school.
yeah, it is.
I'm going to be trying to get Dave Firth Bard list today. I'm really excited about. He has a lot of really interesting lists, and this one I fell in love with as soon as I saw it. A card. I'll talk about the deck tech that I never thought was playable. He somehow built an entire deck around, and it's really cool. And I'm really excited to show it and see how it does.
Me too. The deck looks awesome. So I would say we move on to the deck pictures. We talk about my deck list first. So I start and then we move on to yours. Is that cool for you?
Sounds good.
Perfect. So here we are with my deck list. As you can see, it's completely mono blue Merfolk. I asked Jordan Boyle, who's probably one of the only Merfolk players out there, to help me build a list. He sent me over his list, and I made a few changes. He's not playing Black Lotus in his list, which is, I think, a must-have there. But maybe I'm wrong. But I like the fact, just to start with Land Flying Man counter backup. He's also running Spell Blasts over Power Sinks. I want to go with the Power Sinks since I have Winter Orb in the sideboard. So tapping out my opponent and playing a Winter Orb in the follow-up turn is probably a win here, especially with unblockable creatures, which I have with Lord of Atlantis and the Merfolks of the Pearl Trident. And I tried to get a little bit creature removal. Fun fact, there's also a nice synergy between Boomerang and Winter Orb. So at the end of turn of my opponent, I can bounce my own Winter Orb and recast it. So I untap and he doesn't. In the main board, I choose to go with Unsummon instead of Boomerang, just to make sure that I'm good against creature matchups. Whoever brings down like big creatures, I just try to bounce them and swing through. This is basically the plan with the Unsummon. Other than that, the rest of the cards are super typical for mono blue. Five counter spells plus power sinks, so 7 counter spells. A lot of weenie creatures, which I try to make work with Lord of Atlantis. The Warbug is a nice synergy with the Merfolk Assassin because you can give a creature Island Walk, and the Merfolk Assassin can destroy it afterwards. In the sideboard, I have even more pressure going on with 4 sushis. In my opinion, there's a small dyssynergy between Energy Flux and the artifacts I ran, but I think the matchups where I want Energy Flux and Sushi are not that many, and even if I play a Winter Orb in my turn, plus let's say Energy Flux, I can destroy my own Winter Orb and time walk my opponent with a Winter Orb. So the sideboard tech is even more aggressive. This is basically the deck plan. Charles.
I think it's really neat. The Merfolk Assassin War Barge. I mean, that's so 1994 old school. That's really neat, and it's actually neat because you can obviously give one of your opponent's creatures Island Walk and then kill it with the Merfolk Assassin. But giving one of your own creatures Island Walk isn't so bad either when you have weenie creatures to get by factory. So it's a really neat thing. I'm super excited to see this list.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you cannot plan to have every time a Lord of Atlantis. I mean, if you have it, it's super cool. You can also copy it with Clone. But if you at some point do not have a Lord of Atlantis, you can give with the Warbark Island Walk, as you said, and also you can give your Flying Man Island Walk, which makes him unblockable for bigger flyers, which helps to just press through a few more damage.
Super interesting list. Very different from what we've had before. Really nice.
Yeah, that's true. I'm really excited to play today, so hopefully it works out. To be honest, I cutted a land from the actual list because, in my opinion, when I run Lotus, I can easily cut one of the islands, so I play instead of 18 blue sources, 17.
I think that's good. I think that's fine.
Not counted the mock, so in fact I play instead of 19 blue sources, I play 18, which should be fine. So let's move on to your list.
Sure.
Tell me a little bit about your list.
Right, so this is a list that Dave Burkhardt used to play. When I saw it, I instantly fell in love with it because of the 3 of Weak Stones, which Weak Stone is a card I really didn't think was playable. It's 4 to cast, it's from Antiquities, and what it does is it gives all attacking creatures -1/-0. And that didn't really seem good to me, but when I saw this list, I said, oh my god. So the plan with this list is you play a Weak Stone, and you try to copy Artifact it, and you're basically trying to make your opponent's creatures completely useless. So if you get that going, especially if you happen to be playing a weenie deck, one of them out, 2 of them out. You start the creatures can't even attack, factories can't even attack and deal damage. If you have 2 of them out and your opponent has a Serendib, they're going to get 1 damage to themselves and only be able to deal 1 damage in the air to you. So it's a really super interesting card, and this deck is really trying to play on that. The Meek Stone works well with that. So if you have very big creatures, you just keep them tapped. And then the win con is either Icy Venom, which is, I don't think we've had Psychic Venom on stream. That's
not yet.
Really cool card. Maybe we did, I don't remember. But dealing 2 damage by tapping. So if you put that on an opponent's City of Brass, which a lot of times you do see City, maybe not in this match, tapping it to deal 3 damage really adds up very quickly. It's quite the clock. There is a Trike, there are factories, but there's a Titania Song, which I really love. When you have an artifact that might be useful, or it might not if you're playing against a deck without creatures, at least you could turn it into a 4/4. And the neat thing with the combo is if your opponent has creatures and you do have factories and some creatures, so Meek Stone would hurt your own factories as well. But when you turn it into a creature, like your Trike all of a sudden doesn't get the -1/-0 anymore, because once Titania Song is on the board, it's just a 4/4 creature. So it doesn't give your creatures the -1 when you're ready to attack with all your artifacts with Titania Song, which is, so it has its effect until it's a creature and you're ready to attack with it. Mana Vault, it really wants to take advantage of to get some speed to make sure you get them out, Transmute to get rid of them. The rest of the list looks pretty standard. The sideboard, there's lots of cards against control. The Copper Tablet's great against control. A Disc just in case. A Mirror for burn. A Scepter for against control. Tormod's Crypt in case you're playing against Twiddle Vault or Reanimator. It's a good useful card to have. And I think counters is not a bad idea if you're playing against a combo deck, and Hercules always has good uses. I don't think the sideboard would be extremely useful against the list you're playing today, so I don't think there's going to be too many changes, but this is a super cool list. I've tested it a little bit. When it works, it's really great. This deck will lose to Energy Flux. A deck like this can't beat everything, so if you do get that into play, I have a couple outs, but not many. But I think it should be an interesting episode, and I'd say we go to the Brewers Tavern and let's see what happens.
Exactly. Let's move on to the Brewers Tavern and play some Magic. Here we are. Hey.
All right. You want to roll? I'll be even as always.
I start.
You start.
I really hope the Merfolk deck works today. I mean, at least you play blue, so I can be happy about that.
Oh yeah, so you can definitely give your creatures Island Walk and send them in, for sure. which wouldn't be a bad thing if you have a factory, and I have factories and we're at a standstill. You can send them around factories, which would be pretty neat to see that card work.
Yeah.
Either way, either with the island walk on your creatures, or the island walk on a creature I'm playing, and then killing it with the assassin. Either way, you use the war barge. It's really cool.
But I think I will not bring in the sushis out of the sideboard. I'm too afraid that you just copy artifact them.
I mean, that's pile one.
Pile number 2.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that is a huge problem.
Copy artifacts are a really good card.
That's true. I try.
Picked a good pile for me.
Okay, so I start. Pass the turn. Lotus every time, like last episode.
Yep.
I want to counterspell the Chaos Orb.
Okay, it's your turn.
Play a land and attack for 2. And pass the turn.
Okay. All right, coast is clear with you tapped out.
That's true. Target me. I need.
I'll take the 3.
Okay.
I mean, that was the bait to see if you know.
Yeah, but I think it's more important to counter the Chaos Orb here, because you can basically destroy my land drop. Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's huge.
Okay.
Thinking. I played Time Walk.
Okay.
I play another land and try to play 2 creatures and pass the turn. Yeah. Yeah. So
Yeah.
everything is -2, -0, right?
Yeah.
My turn?
Yeah.
Play island, pass the turn.
That's right.
Try to power sink it 4/4.
Okay.
Okay.
Land for turn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Three cards. That's right.
Thinking. Yeah, I think this is game over. No chance of beating Abyss there.
You mean you can't beat doing just a recalls in the first 3 turns?
Yeah, exactly. This was basically the problem.
And that's too good.
Shuffle it up. I start.
Yep. Pile 1.
Pile 3 for you. Yeah, I like.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Yes.
Attack for 1.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Oh, keep up your hand. I saw Ancestral.
Yeah, well, I just did report. You were about to say it.
Yeah.
2, 3. Play a land for turn.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
Felvar? Or Orbis, cool.
And we'll say pass turn. Discard.
Play a land, play Chaos Orb,
Mm-hmm.
attack for 2,
Okay.
pass the turn.
Green.
Yeah.
1 green floating.
Yeah.
Take back and
Yeah.
Thestral. I have to cast a 1 green floating.
Sure.
1, 2. We'll play a land for turn.
Yeah.
Activate factory.
Sure. Take 3.
Just 2.
Oh, just 2? Okay.
I'm walk.
Destroy your Chaos Orb.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Play a land.
Yeah.
Aim for 4.
Sure. 14.
Your turn.
My turn? Draw. Okay. Lord. Attack for 4.
13.
And Ancestral myself.
Yep. I thought I only play that in this game match.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, Factory. Pass the turn.
Activate factory.
Yeah, sure. Copy Artifact Factory.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Sure. Cool.
And I'm gonna say pass turn.
No attacks. Okay. Draw. Target Lord.
Okay.
So everything got Island Walk. And +2,
Yeah.
+2. Attack you.
For how much?
For 9.
9, okay.
Wait a second. I play the clone like this. And play a Flying Man. Pass the turn. Just in
Okay,
case
I'm
you
out.
play Abyss.
Okay, I'm out. Oh, Island Walk. Yeah, good game.
Good game?
Yeah, good game. The Island Walk was good. It's kind of neat.
This time I won through 6 cards.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah. The weak stones are amazing. If you assemble the weak stones fast, I'm done. Like, there's no chance that I can press enough damage through. You know what I mean? Like that. I mean, I need to be fast and put some pressure on you. Like in the first game, I could try to find, let's say, something like 4 Psyblast and gamble to find like 3 creatures of 4 and get rid of the weak stuff. It was impossible to win. Like,
I mean, it's really neat to see. I mean, that's always a card I flipped through and never thought anything of it. So I love seeing decks built around cards. That's why the Dominic's Juxtaposed deck is so neat. I never thought that card was playable. Pile 2.
oh, little sneak peek for our viewers. At some point today, I bought myself Armageddon clocks and artifact, Circle of Protection artifact.
What number?
Number 2. At
Yeah,
some
that's
point,
pretty
I will
cool.
play White Tron with Armageddon clock and Circle of Protection artifact.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. That would be new stuff for sure.
I guess you want to start?
Yep.
Then go for it.
Sure. Yes.
You pass the turn. Oh, I draw and strip your library.
Oh my god. You know how many games I start with library and you always have a strip mine?
Look, this is why you never keep hands with only library.
Oh my god, it's such bad luck. Yeah, no, I do it because like, what's the chances you have the one strip? Your turn.
Give me a second. Ancestral 1, 2, 3, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Need to discard. Discard Merfolk. Discard Clone. Pass the turn.
Sure.
Lord. Pass the turn. Weak stone is good. My turn?
Yeah.
Lord. Play a Flying Man, because why not? And attack you for 2. Pass the turn.
Okay, let's see. He does not tap.
Who does not untap?
The creature. It's a 3/3.
Is it?
Don't they give each other +1/+1?
Yeah, but he is the weak stone only giving -0/-1 to attacking creatures?
Only attacking creatures get it.
Oh, I see. I see. This is a problem. Then I think I pass turn.
That's correct. Your turn.
End of turn, bounce my lord.
Okay.
Play a Merfolk Assassin and attack you for 1.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Job needs to be done.
Your turn.
My turn. Interesting. Play Tolaria. Attack you for 3.
11.
Try to play a Time Walk.
I'll mana drain that.
Yep, then it's your turn.
Okay, I'll go to 10. You guys are for 5.
Counterspell.
Okay, it's your turn.
No fight for the time warp. Attack for 3 and play another Merfolk Assassin and pass the turn.
Go 6.
Yeah. Yeah, track is good.
Okay, pass turn.
Lord.
What's your other lord right now?
Sorry?
Before you cast that, what are all the creatures?
3/3, 2/3, 2/3.
I thought he's 2/2.
Oh, the Lord. Sorry, the Lord is 2/2. Sorry. Yeah.
So he's a 2/2, and what's the Merfolk is 1.
This is on the
underneath
stack. 2/2, and these are 2/3s.
2/3s. That's not a good position. I think I lose either way, but so I guess it's fine.
It resolves.
I don't do anything. Yep.
Attack.
No. I'll block. Are they all island walk or no?
All have island walk, yes.
Your game.
I mean, you can
Yeah,
shoot the Lord, then you survive one more turn.
All right, we'll do it. That's fine.
But then the trike has no counter.
Yeah, it's your game. So, I mean, there's not.
Smart move with bouncing my own Lord.
Let's play one more game 1. Then we'll do the sideboards.
Yeah. Oh man, this Meekstone is so mean. I mean, this is hard. Like the Meekstone is really, really tough. With the Weakstone together, Meek and Weakstone, that's a hard thing to do.
We're doing one more game 1, right? Yeah.
One more game 1? Sure. Sorry, I thought we're
more.
boarding. Give me a second. Then I will shuffle my
I
deck.
think we have time for one more.
Yeah. I mean, the matches are fast anyways.
The Wheatstone deck, if you don't get your defenses out early, you have no defense. So
I think that the matchup will be super hard for me after boarding because you have Abyss plus Disc plus what was it? There was something else which kills me completely. Disc.
But you have Energy Flux, and this I can't remove it other than a Disc or a Chaos Aura. So if you get if you have Energy Flux in your opening hand, it's better than Ancestral.
Really?
I don't know what this deck does with when I pay 2 mana for each artifact. It doesn't work. So
didn't thought about bringing that one in.
What pile?
Oh Lord. Today is not my day. Which one do you want? What is a good looking one?
The one in the middle?
Yeah.
Alright. Good. Cool. It's cool to see the Merfolk work. Number 2.
Yeah, I mean I cutted cards like Dandan and stuff like that. Probably Dandan is super good because it's basically unblockable and stuff like that. But
first mulligan of the day. Wow, so not much to think about.
I keep that.
Oh, I had library. You had the strip again. I can't tell you how many times. I just think, what's the chances? Got caught so many times with that.
I told it to you. I mean, I've lost so many rounds against strip library. It happens all the time. Number 3. Whenever you think your hand is super good with library,
But I'm
always
so greedy. I'm so greedy though to keep that.
always consider your opponent has strip mine. And if then the hand is still super good, keep it, otherwise mulligan. So often where I just kept like 6 cards plus library, opponent strips, I'm done. I can't win anymore because I lost my only land drop, can't draw back. Yeah, that is a good turn 1, sir. Anyways, Merfolk, it can still block. Yeah.
Sure.
Cards in hand, 1. So 1 card. I play the Lord and attack you for 1. That's the turn.
Successful.
No!
Now you tapped out. That's a good thing.
Go for it. Directly punished. Oh shit.
Sure.
How to beat that? 3 weak stones, so everything gets -3 basically, right?
Second creatures, yeah.
Pass the turn.
I don't want to stop decking.
I think you're at 18.
This is completely useless. Your turn. It's quite funny to see 3 weeks now, though.
Pass the turn.
That's your turn.
End of turn up Psyblast you.
At 14.
Play a land. Oh, I'm at 18. Yeah. I mean, pass the turn.
Copy artifact on the stack.
Try to counterspell it.
Okay. Sure.
Play island. Pass the turn.
I think that's pretty well. Play Venom on your factory.
1 second.
Your factory is useless. I'm going to play on your Pilaria.
Okay, done. Resolves. I mark it with a counter. So whenever I tap it for mana, I just get 2 damage, right?
Whenever it's tapped, I can tap it with the icy and you still.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's right.
It's your turn.
Yeah, I played a draw card, played a land, pass the turn.
Okay. Your turn.
Pass the turn.
Play track.
Six mana. I try to power sink it for 3.
Okay, I'm at 13. Okay.
Hey, Merfolk Assassin. Pass. Come on. Play a flying man, pass the turn.
Cards your turn.
Pass the turn.
Play an icy.
Counterspell the icy.
Okay.
Try to play a clone on my lord.
Okay.
Pass the turn. Yeah, pass the turn. Just another lord and I can go on attacking. Mana drain.
Okay.
I get 4 colorless in my main phase.
That's your turn.
Oh, lol, play land, pass the turn.
Your turn. 4 cards.
I play strip mine and strip your factory. No, wait. I strip your UC.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Play land.
Yep.
And pass turn.
Warbark. Pass the
Now.
turn.
Yeah, sure.
Yep, pass the turn. My turn? Okay. Draw. No.
I'm good managing that.
No. Okay. Pass the turn. You get 2 colorless nice manas.
Now let's see if there's anything good.
Yeah, Relic Barrier is fine.
Your turn.
Island, pass the turn. Yeah. Demonic. Yeah, you're at 12.
How many cards do you have?
1. But extremely good one.
Okay. How many counters do you have in the euro? This doesn't matter, so that the
4.
4. I'll play a land for turn.
Sure.
Or when I have 2 mana, 2 colorless, right?
Yes, I think so.
Yep.
For 8, right?
Mm-hmm. 8.
Yeah. Because you have 2 colorless. Yeah.
I used it. Yep. Every time.
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. We will go to discard, and I will discard Island.
My turn?
Sure.
Factory and pass the turn.
Cool.
You get 3 life from the ivory tower.
Oh yeah. Cool. Forgot. Alright. We will play a land.
Yeah.
We'll play Icy.
Mm-hmm.
Play Psychic Venom on your Tolaria.
Yeah.
We will put it down right now.
Okay.
Team. We will play a tunnel.
Sure.
4 cards. No life gain. Draw. We're gonna say Pastor.
Lord.
Okay.
I want to attack.
Sure.
attack.
Okay, for how much? It's all island walk, right?
It has all island walk, and I think it's all 1/1s. Wait a second. No, these are. Yeah, all 1/1s. All 1 damage.
Okay, how much? So it's 5?
5.
Okay, not 10.
Pass the turn.
Alright, gain 1, go to 11.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1 to the pool. Transmute artifact.
Yeah.
So I have 1 credit. 4. So I don't have.
Okay, another icy manipulator. Fair.
Okay. We're going to tap your war barge.
Sure.
I'm actually going to pay it like this.
Okay.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just make sure. I'm just gonna I'm gonna tap down your. You go to 10, and we'll say pass turn. First.
Try. I want to
attack. Tap 1.
Okay.
I take 4. I'm at 7.
Pass the turn.
All right. Well, I use chaos. We've got. Give me 1 second.
No problem.
Okay, we're gonna cast regrowth.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna weak stone and play.
Okay.
And I have 5 cards. Your turn.
Pass the turn.
This turned out to be a very long game. I thought these were quick. On a game long, go to 8. I'll tap down your. You're done. You go to 6.
Yeah.
That's right.
Pass the turn.
I gain
2 life, right?
2 life. We'll tap down Larry.
Yeah.
And it's your turn.
I drew 4 lands from the top. 4. Oh
I
god.
have to say, these two decks are never seen anything like these two. They're very different.
Yeah, they are.
All right, let's do some board games. I know that those took a while.
Yeah. Give me a second. What do I want to bring in for sure those? And because the second. So.
Definitely not had anybody win the 42 episodes with Icy Venom.
Yeah.
A new way to win.
The Icy was good. The Icy was really good. And also the Venom. If I would have drawn the Lord a little bit earlier, that would be super great, but happens.
Super interesting. The Lords are like, it's good to pump each other, but then you have a Meek Stone out, all of a sudden it becomes a detriment.
Exactly, yeah.
That's the thing about playing all these different decks. You have these super weird interactions that you never think about in the deck versus ATOP.
Same with bouncing my own Lord, that I can still attack in game. What was it, 2 or 3?
Yeah, that was really fun. What do I take out here? One more. Okay, let's do that.
Let's.
All right, you'll be up first.
Yeah.
I like that you won with Island Walk with 9 damage. That's pretty funny.
Yeah. I mean, the weak stones are so unexpected, to be honest. The thing is, I can still block, but the attacks are so difficult with these -0, -1, especially when you have a meek stone.
Have you ever played a game where somebody played that?
Never.
Neither. Pile 3.
For you, pile number 1.
Right. So 1 is my lucky number.
That's a good one. I try.
You chose a great pile, so keeping.
Fly, man, fly past the turn. That's, wait a second. Counterspell it.
Yeah, I did 2 for 1 that. That's just too good.
Attack. And pass the turn.
That does leave the door open for this though.
Yeah.
But these 2 in the hand were just like, oh man, that's good.
Even if you lose one of those, it's still good.
Yeah, I mean, I decided obviously to go with I'm going to do just one floating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Your turn.
Attack for 2.
Okay.
Pass
17.
the turn.
16 taps. Three cards, Jeff.
2. That's good. Chaos Orb and Power Sink.
Oh yeah, that's really good. Pass turn.
Attack.
We're gonna say goodbye to
Yep.
soaring.
Pass the turn.
So I'm not gonna do that. Activate factory.
Sure.
Copy factory. And I'll now play the. Now I'll type one card. Your turn.
I attack for 2.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
14. Your turn.
My turn. Okay, untap, draw. Try to attack. Give me a second. Pass the
Two
turn.
factories.
Yeah, pass the turn.
Psychic Venom on your factory.
Sure.
They'll land.
Yep.
Your turn.
Pass the turn.
How many cards do you have?
1.
Your turn.
My turn? Factory! Yay! Thinking. Activate. Sorry.
Remember, you have the
Yeah.
Psychic Venom. Okay. Okay, I'll activate one factory.
Before blocks Psy blasted.
Okay. Alright, you're 16 and I take 3.
Yeah, you take 3.
Okay. Yes.
My turn. Okay.
No, wait.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Okay. It's not gonna help me here. Your turn.
Sure, Abyss. Attack.
Oh, activate one.
Sure.
Alright, you take 2.
Yeah. We try.
They're both gone.
Pass the turn.
Good draw.
Okay.
Great top deck, your turn. That's really good.
Play a land, pass the turn.
Okay, you can do with these. I guess I can, yeah, I guess I'll keep,
I mean, you can pay with the mana vault and you sack it anyways, so you don't need to tap lands this time.
yeah, 3, 4, right, so then just like this.
Yeah.
I'll pay for these, so might as well.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Pass the turn.
Library, and I have 1 card. Turn.
Pass the turn.
Two cards, your turn.
Pass the turn.
2 cards. Turn.
Factory. Attack.
Go to 12. I'll activate my factory.
Sure. Let's trade.
Sure.
Time walk. The Venom is gone.
Okay.
Attack for 2. Pass the turn.
Okay, 4 cards, your turn.
Factory. Nice.
Oh man, what a good draw.
That draw was nuts. Pass the turn.
I'm not holding cards for library. There is no playable put a card in my hand. 5 cards a turn.
Okay. Let's talk about the possibility that I might or might not drew a clone. How's the interaction with Mishra's Factory and Clone?
Mishra's Factory and Clone, it would just be like a regular. It's as if it looked like another Winter Factory.
Okay, so it also end of turn becomes a land? Question mark?
Yeah, it's a land for sure.
Okay, so it's basically a copy artifact for 4 mana. Activate Factory?
I think that's how it's played, so, yep.
I thought so too, but Clone Factory. And then attack for 4.
2.
Pass the turn.
This is definitely not going to help me. I don't think anything would. Nothing's going to save me.
Lord, you drew zeros.
Let's play one more and then we'll do the sideboard deck, yeah?
Yes. Oh man, these factory draws were nuts.
Oh man, they're so good.
Like there was nothing else what could save me in this spot, beside multiple factories or multiple Psy Blasts.
That's so good. All right, these have been really interesting, cool games.
Like I really think I would always run the Lotus in this deck. The Lotus is so good.
I can't say a deck where Lotus doesn't. That's the thing about Black Lotus.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a deck, not just in Old School, but Black Lotus were legal in every format. I don't know if there's a deck that doesn't make better. Old School all the way to Modern.
Yeah.
I don't know if you were allowed to play it, how it wouldn't make any Magic deck better.
Exactly, that's true.
Pile 2.
Pile number 1.
All right, last game. Let's see how these decks do one more time.
Thinking.
This is small.
Yeah, for me too. This is impossible. I mean, not impossible to keep, but yeah. Why did you have the city in a bottle?
Well, I mean, if I don't know that you might not have dibs in the sideboard, I left it as a in case because I can't really remove them.
Okay.
So if I'm playing as if I know your exact list, I would take it out.
Yeah.
Playing you have blue, and maybe you're being a little tricky. It's just a 1-0. So to be honest, like I mean, we'll talk with the sideboard deck, but like, what is it? You know.
I would for sure take the Mirror Universe in. Switching life totals is nuts against an aggro deck. Like I can't deal really with the Mirror Universe beside counters.
Well, let's try it. I mean, let's try it. I can't try because I took a mulligan already, so forget it. We're just gonna stick as is.
Yeah.
Pile 2.
Pile number 3.
Pile 3, okay.
Whew. Ah.
We'll keep this and put one on the bottom.
I will keep this as well.
Your turn.
Pass the turn. Lotus. Yeah.
My God, this topic is just so ridiculously insane.
Ooh. Okay.
And I dump the hand, I mold on the plate. So good. I have a library, which actually might do some good. I mean, you probably have to start that again. So, your turn.
Untap, draw. Island. Try to force myself to draw 3.
Yeah, that's good.
1, 2, 3. This is a 60.
Oh my God, it's so good.
Okay, I don't want to. Thinking. Merfolk, pass the turn.
All right. We'll pay for that.
Sure. But you also have to pay for the mocks. If you want to keep the mocks.
The mocks will be gone. Okay, so yeah. That's right. All right, we'll pay for the mocks. I can't. Oh man, this is so awful. All right, give me a second.
Yeah, no problem.
I can't do anything about it. I'll lose the mocks and I'll pay for this.
Stone? Okay. Yeah. Upkeep, draw a card with library.
Yep.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
This. And I'm gonna say that's right.
Play a Soul Ring, and I will always tap it to pay itself past the turn.
We'll draw.
Yeah.
Keep. We will. The weak strong.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
This time.
Thinking. Try to counterspell that.
Okay, it's your turn.
Yay! Flying Man, pass the turn. Shit. This weak stone. Yeah, all is good.
Mana. Transmute.
1 second. Try to counterspell the transmute.
Alright. Sure.
Winter Orb and play land. Pass the turn.
Oh man, that's gonna be a lock. I don't think I can win with the Winter Orb, and now I definitely can't play. I think that's a lock.
Oh yeah.
I can't do anything. There's 0 chance. I can't even attempt to pay for anything. So good game. I give you the game.
This was hard. Like, those two together are amazing. I mean the actual. Sorry, yeah.
I mean, Flux beats this deck to begin with, but yeah, for sure, those two not come over. There's no chance. There's very little chance even without.
The thing is, the actual list is, as I said, is playing Spell Blast and no Winter Orbs. And I think, or we talked about it earlier, I really think that you should run Winter Orbs in aggressive decks whenever you can, because whenever your opponent taps out, you just slam a Winter Orb and he never comes back.
I think that's good. And the games are super interesting, super different.
Yep. That's true. Yeah. Should I start boarding?
Absolutely.
Okay. I boarded in 2 Energy Flux, 2 Boomerang, and 2 Winter Orb. Those 2 because of the lock. No, not because of the lock. I've just found out that this is a super good lock, but I thought, okay, when you're playing a 4-drop, I want you to not untap more than 1 land. The Energy Flux are obviously super good against your deck. The Boomerang was mainly to bounce your Abyss, because Abyss is super hard to deal with for me. When it once hits the board, there's only Boomerang which can deal with. Then I boarded out 2 Warbarks because I've seen not a lot of creatures on your side. Even if you bring in factories, I don't know if it's worth to destroy a factory for 3 mana. You will probably never attack as long as I have the Warbark outside. Fun fact, you tapped it, right? With a Relic Barrier once. I can still use it.
No, but I had a Titania Song in my hand, so I was thinking about it, but then the math just didn't add up. So
Yeah.
Titania Song. So I didn't want that as a blocker, but then it was just, I took the more conservative route just to do the Icy Venom.
Okay, didn't know that. I changed the boomerang, the unsummons for the boomerangs because the boomerangs just have more targets, and I took out 2 of the 3 Merfolk assassins because I lost the Warbarks. I left in the 1 because I want the creature, the unblockable creature, and I think there's no more to board here because my sideboard completely is against red. You play, I've seen 0 red cards, so those guys were out. I've seen Copy Artifact, and to
what are you talking about? This has red, right?
Yeah, but I think this is not how Magic works.
You can blast this, right? No.
But maybe I can also counter Boomerang because it's more red in the picture than blue. But yeah, anyways, the sushis I did not bring in because you had Copy Artifact, and I really don't want to get my own sushi copied. And you had Meek Stone, which is super bad for me. And the Control Magic, I decided against the Control Magic since I thought you're not a creature deck. That's why I've went with Winter Orb, Boomerang, and Energy Flux instead of Warbark, Unsummon, and Merfolk Assassin. This is basically my boarding plan.
So before I talk about my board, the one point is about tapping Warbarge. Back in 93, 94, all tapped artifacts, what was called Type 1, were turned off.
Oh.
So if you were playing in September of 94, if you tapped a Winter Orb, it was turned off, or a Howling, it was turned off. But if you tapped a Copper Tablet, or a Black Vice, or the Rack, or a Warbarge, it didn't work. They were just turned off. So that is one difference between like Swedish and how people played back in 93-4. Wizards has errated Winter Orb and Howling because they were recently reprinted, and they changed the errata when it was reprinted, but they haven't reprinted the other cards. So it's a little bit strange that because Wizards reprint some of the old school artifacts but not others, artifacts are getting a different treatment. Like they're not all turned off or all turned on, which I personally think is a little bit awkward, but that's just the rules that every single old school format plays with.
Yeah.
But you could still tap it to try to get in with the titanium song. That for sure works both ways. I did leave one bottle. Like you did have creatures in the board, right? They just, instead of having the Arabian Serendibs, you had Suchis. But I thought one of made sense to leave because I do have 2 transmutes. So hopefully all of these, one bottle, one meek stone, you have one trike. That it's almost like I have an extra couple tutors. I can use the deck as a toolbox with the transmutes. I have the Chaos Orb, so I thought it made sense to leave one. I certainly was going to bring another one in. The 2 cards that made sense against you is Disc, which gives me a second card to deal with Flux, and the Abyss, which is obviously really good, especially if you weren't going to bring in your Suchis. I didn't think that Mana Drain was very good. I can't rely on it. You have so many counter spells. It's against 1 against 9 or 8. I don't know how many. I just didn't think that this was going to be a good fight. And Reliquary pretty much is useless. It wasn't as worried. If I'm doing what I'm supposed to, I'm not worried about your factories. So I didn't really think I needed this. For Conscript, we're not playing that game. If you're very aggressive, so you can dump your hand. That's not great. Maybe Mirror should have came in. Maybe. It's a very heavy card, so I wasn't sure. If you were playing a burn deck, I certainly would bring it in. But I wasn't sure. Maybe that's wrong. These are for control. I wasn't going to try to play a counter war with you, and I didn't want to leave 2 blue up because you're an aggressive deck. If you were control, then it would make good sense to try to bring them in. And you don't have any artifacts or Horkos, which is an awesome card. I just didn't think it was going to make sense. I mean, in one of the games, it was just a factory game. This would have been great. One of the sweetest feelings in Old School, your opponent plays a land in the first main and then attacks with 2 or 3 factories, and then you Horkos them. I mean, that is just so sweet when that happens. Doesn't happen very much. But that wasn't the game I thought we were going to be playing. But that was the board, just 2 for 2. I do think that games were super interesting, super different. I mean, this episode is not like any of the others, and certainly not like the typical Old School that we play. So I'm very happy with the episode. Thank you very much, Mitja, for a very enjoyable episode. 42,
Thank you,
and I'm looking forward to 43.
Yeah, hope we see each other soon for another round in the Brewers Tavern. To the viewers, thank you that you're watching us and supporting us. We would appreciate a like and subscribe if you're not done that yet. And hope to see you for episode number 43.
See you then. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.